Hi everyone, this is Dr. Smita joining you on a very special day. Today is November 11th and I was guided to pull cards at 11:11 a.m. by my guides. Now my guides never make me plan anything ahead of time. They always make me do things on spur of the moment. So I never know what I'm going to be nudged to do on a particular day. But knowing that this is a very special day, the 11th day of the 11th month in the year 2022, there were a lot of syncs going on. And 11:11 being a number of balance between divine masculine and feminine, who we know as twin flames, is a really important number for true twin flames. But then 11:11 is a portal for pretty much everybody who is on the divine path and is seeking an inner balance, a balance between their inner masculine and feminine. And so there were a couple of decks that I was guided to use. And the first deck was Keepers of the Light Oracle Cards by Kyle Gray, which is one of my all-time favorite decks. And I received very high level of guidance from the Ascended Masters and the gods and goddesses, Devis and Devatas, who are in this deck. And then the second deck that I used is the Universal Love deck by Toni Carmine Salerno. And I absolutely love this deck. It has beautiful pictures, beautiful art, and very succinct, very brief and short messages, but very deep. So these were the two decks I used today. Now, the first deck I was guided to use was Kyle Gray's deck, the Keepers of the Light deck, and the first card that popped out as I shuffled the cards was the Green Tara card. Now, Green Tara card is the second time it showed up for such an important day when portals are opening. Now, Green Tara is symbolic of supreme protection. She is a Buddhist goddess. And according to Kyle Gray's book, legend has it that Lord Avalokiteshvara, who is the personification of perfect compassion, was looking down on the earth and he was moved to tears when he saw the suffering. And when his tears hit earth, a lotus was born, and the goddess Green Tara was born from that lotus. And so she is the goddess of compassion and light, and she has many different forms, but here we are going to be working with the green form, because green is the sign of protection and safety. And so if you look back at this year, there were many times when we didn't know where we were going. There were still a lot of difficulties related to the pandemic, lots of issues, lots of scary moments for a lot of people. In fact, the entire time of the pandemic has been a very anxious, anxiety-ridden time for folks. And so the goddess is reminding us that we are protected, especially as we move towards the end of the year and look back. We are being told no matter what, we are loved and protected. So do remember that message that you are safe, that you're protected, and the worst is behind you. I think this is beautiful, which means that the worst of the pandemic that we have all lived through is behind us. It also means that there may be some cords that needed to be cut. Cords with your past, cords with people and situations and memories, past memories that were keeping us stuck. And so now you can feel an energetic clearing happen as you move forward. And so don't worry about what the future is going to look like. There is no need to fear anything. The goddess is with you. And she is just reminding you that she is like a shield. And she is surrounding you and covering you with her love and compassion. And she is letting you know there is no need to build a wall around your heart, that it is safe to trust what you feel and move forward without fear. So really, really beautiful messages as we move into the month of November and move towards the end of this year. I think it's a very appropriate message. And the next card that showed up is Archangel Charity. She's one of the female archangels, and she is the twin flame of Archangel Chamuel. Now, Chamuel is the archangel of love, and Charity is the archangel of spiritual practices, prayer, and meditation. And she is letting you know that she is here to help you through tough times with kindness. She's also here to remind you that a lot of our answers lie in prayer and meditation, and taking time out on a regular basis to connect with the divine, within us and outside of us is really, really important. She loves to see kindness because she understands and she wants us to know that kindness creates a healing wave of goodwill to the world. And this card showed up because the archangel is drawing close to you, and she has recognized the goodness in your heart, and she has recognized that you have been putting others first, and she brings you a thankfulness. She's expressing her thankfulness and support for you. And so she's also suggesting that if you are stuck in a situation and you don't know how to resolve it, just leave it to the universe to find the resolution. But for that, you will need to connect to the universe and set your intention for a resolution. So make sure to find the time on a regular basis to connect with the universe. Find time to pray and meditate, especially on any difficult decisions that you might have to make. So that is what she is pointing you towards. And she's also saying that the angels are guiding you towards your highest good. And you can welcome Archangel Charity into your space to help you resolve the issues that you may be stuck in. So, wow, I just feel like this, again, is a really appropriate message as we move forward towards the new year, and we want to clear out any old baggage. And we also want to resolve anything that is still lying there unresolved, tangled stuff, old stuff. And so now, the third card that fell out from the deck is Goddess BRIGID, who is a Celtic goddess. And Goddess BRIGID is closely associated with fire and the time of spring. So it's interesting that she showed up at this time. Now, Goddess BRIGID is the twin flame of Cernunnos. She was so well loved by the Celtic people that when Christianity came to Ireland, she was adopted as a saint of holy wells and other holy places. She is a very powerful figure, and she can truly help us channel our energy into something that's important for our growth. So if you, for a moment, disregard the fact that she's the goddess of spring, but if you see this card in connection with the last card, where Archangel Charity is asking us to let go and release the old stuff and hand it over to angels and just kind of move forward to the new year, towards the new year with a clean slate, then having a clean slate means we are now open to new possibilities. Moving through winter, we are now ready for spring. And that's why Goddess BRIGID has shown up today. She's just reminding us that once we have taken care of the old baggage, cleared it out, there is beautiful spring awaiting us. And clearing things out, clearing old stuff, taking care of relationships that are broken, taking care of clutter, getting rid of clutter from our mind and from our physical space is truly important. All that clears up the energy for new and fresh to come in. Now, the thing about Goddess BRIGID is that she helps us reach a deep state of wholeness. So if you can imagine wholeness being a sense of fulfillment, when in spring we see the flowers blooming, when we see that all our work has borne fruit, it gives us a sense of deep fulfillment. It helps us see that we are moving on the right path. And so it is truly wonderful to have Goddess BRIGID on our side, and especially because she is the goddess associated with fire. She has the ability to burn away all that is not serving us. And once it is all clear, like fire clears pretty fast, wherever it goes, it gives us the opportunity to grow new. And so, knowing that the goddess is here supporting us, in fact, such strong goddess energy, starting with Goddess Green Tara, Archangel Charity, and Goddess BRIGID, and each one representing a certain aspect of what we need. I feel like we are truly blessed to have these goddesses supporting our journey. Now remember that Goddess BRIGID is also pointing you towards your own inner spiritual fire. So time to recognize that your soul is in charge. And you've come a long way since you started this journey. And there's a powerful force within you And you have the ability to release the old and create a new and a fresh. So trust yourself, trust your guides, trust that the goddess is supporting you in your new ventures, and keep moving forward. So these are the messages from the 3 cards that fell out of Kyle Gray's deck. And now I will share the messages from the Universal Love deck, which has really beautiful artwork, very mystical and beautiful artwork. So the first card that fell out is the card called Listening. And in this card, as you see, there's a woman. She is laying down and she's got her eyes closed, and she's either in a deep state of meditation or she's asleep, and there's this beautiful energy coming from outer space, this beautiful star, and it's kind of falling on her. And basically this card says, I'm going to refer to the book, that you are about to receive some important messages from your higher self or your guides. And so these messages are coming from a higher dimensional reality. And the information you are to receive will clarify and shed light on something that is significant for you. So over the coming days, just try to relax and switch off from the outside world. Don't be watching news or TV too much. Bring your focus to within and listen for intuitive information to come through. And you will know that it's meant for you when you're going to feel it in your heart center. You'll feel an expansion in your heart. And I just want to say that you will simply know. It happens when you're least expecting it to happen. It's just how the universe works. That when you let go is when you receive beautiful information, beautiful knowledge that helps you understand yourself better, that helps you understand your purpose in this world, that helps you understand yourself soul level. And once you know your soul is basically the guide. It's the map to what you are meant to do here on earth. And it will also tell you how to live your life in the most fulfilling way. So we are all supposed to listen to our soul. So that's what this card is about. Just a beautiful card. Now the second card, it's very interesting that it is somewhat connected to this first card that fell out. And this one is called Dreams. So as you saw in the last one, this woman is laying and she's receiving a download. Now, often downloads come to us through our dreams. And now the book says that waves of healing energy flow through you as you sleep subconsciously, restoring balance and healing unresolved emotional issues. And so somehow this card also connects to the goddess cards we pulled out from Keepers of the Light deck. Now, this particular book also says that, especially about the Dreams card, that an issue which most probably stems from a past life is being processed and healed in your dream state. Now, past life falls in the realm of old baggage, old stuff, that we have to constantly clear out and release, because otherwise the baggage just goes with us and creates havoc in our future lives. So you may not be aware of the issue that impacts negatively on your life, but it manifests through unexplained negative feelings, self-doubt, and irrational fear. Now, that's a good time to invite Goddess Charity into your life when you are experiencing any of those negativities. So the good news is that there's nothing for you to do. Just be patient and allow the process to happen without really trying to make too much sense of it, because moving into our head really doesn't help. It actually complicates things. And so this card is also asking you to trust. Can you trust your guides? Can you trust your own soul? Can you trust and have faith in the universe to have planned out a most exciting life for you? So if you trust, you will soon be free of the negativity that might have often sabotaged your progress. And so simply let go and allow space for the new and fresh to come in. This is the message that has come very strongly during this portal of 11/11. And we are being asked to do the work with a lot of self-care, with a lot of self-love. Nobody is saying that, go out with a sword and start cutting those cords. No. Be very gentle with yourself and be gentle with those in your life. Just release people, release old situations, release everything lovingly. Just let it go. So the energy of love and kindness permeates you, permeates your surroundings. And you can move forward with that energy of love, compassion, kindness. Because that is the kind of world we are now moving towards. That is the kind of world that is expected of us as we move up dimensionally. And with that, the messages for 11/11 in the year 2022 come to an end. I hope you enjoyed these messages and you will call on the 3 beautiful feminine forces and ask them without fear and without hesitancy, ask them to help you move through rest of this year. Have a wonderful day and have a wonderful rest of the year. Many, many blessings and much love to you from me.